Hello, it's Sol with a Shadowlands guide. In Shadowlands proper, there aren't just the 4 covenants, there are 4 factions, one for each zone. The Avowed is not one of them, it's what I'd call a sub-faction, one that everyone can rep for regardless of covenant. What's special is that you can hard farm this reputation if you want to, there's no time gating apparently. Probably the biggest draw to this faction though would be this alchemy recipe used to make shadestones, and it requires honored reputation. Shadestones are used for 2 things, to create an alchemy trinket, which you may or may not be interested in, or cauldrons, which, again, you may or may not be interested in, but shadestones are not bind on pickup. You can sell them and hopefully turn a healthy profit. There are other items from this reputation too, some of which are exclusive to the Revendreth Covenant, like a mount, while others are available to everybody. This quick guide is going to focus on helping you get to honored reputation since there is a clear incentive for high-end guilds to make cauldrons, and thus a clear incentive for you to maybe score some extra gold. But by the end, you'll have the basic blueprints on how to take yourself all the way to Exalted. To access this reputation, you need to be at max level, then make your way to this flight point here. Here you'll begin a fairly brief questline to redeem some souls, kill some bad guys, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to spoil you. But by the end, you'll have met this archivist who you can trade stuff with, and the quartermaster with the stuff that you'll want to buy. You'll know that you're done because now you can pick up these Sinstone fragments from mobs in this area and turn them in for Sin Stones, which unlock infinitely repeatable rares. There are numerous methods to rep up, but I'm going to start with the basics. At neutral reputation, you can just kill mobs in the area. They give 3 reputation per kill, however once you hit friendly reputation, that comes to an end. You can also find fugitive souls, which you did during the quest line leading up to this, but here's the crash course. If you see a fugitive soul, just click it to chain it up. You can capture souls while mounted, but if you're attacked, you will be interrupted. Once you capture the soul, just take it back to a fountain-like area where some Venthyr are waiting to redeem souls. They're scattered all over this area. Talk to them, and they take the soul, and you get 50 reputation for it. It's not much, but you can do it repeatedly. Lastly, there are a number of Inquisitors scattered about the Halls of Atonement who you can kill. They also give 50 reputation each. To kill them, you need their Sinstone. To get their Sinstone, you get it from this Archivist. And to get those, you trade in Sinstone fragments, which drop from just about all the mobs in the area. So let's get down to the strategy. This is going to be faster in a group, straight up. For example, one person, who's the Alchemist, will be the one who saves all of the souls, and the group will clear a path for them. Meanwhile, everyone in the group is killing mobs and looting Sinstones. With this method, everyone does need to have finished the quests that unlock the faction, otherwise they won't get Sinstones. However, no one should be using the Sinstones until after you hit friendly reputation, otherwise you're wasting time. In my testing, I traded 100 fragments each for all the cheap Sinstones from the Archivist, and I could only buy a maximum of 4 before the option to trade in for more disappears. I didn't bother with the other ones, and you'll probably find out why in just a moment. Anyway, when you buy them, you get a Sinstone that is unique to each of the rares, so you're never going to get a duplicate. So with my Sinstones, I went over to the closest of the 4 Inquisitors whose names matched, and I beat them up. They can be soloed, they respawn in about 1 or 2 minutes, and again, they are infinitely repeatable. 50 reputation per kill is not what I would say is very fast, but if you're in a group, you can have one person use a Sinstone and then kill the rare one after the other in a chain. When people run out, they can go back and buy another Sinstone, knowing that it's going to always be for that same rare since the other stones are just sitting in their inventory. Depending on how crowded this particular scene is though, even if you're on your own, you might be able to just tag the rare whenever it's available thanks to another group's efforts, and then maybe everyone can just gather around and be in this big reputation party. You could argue though that the faster method would be to focus only on saving fugitive souls. Sometimes they respawn in quick succession, sometimes they're a bit farther away. There is a minor bug where you might not get credit for turning in a soul, so the best practice would be to make sure that the soul is right next to you when talking to the NPC. There's no telling just how crowded the area will be with people swooping in to take a soul that you're trying to fight for. So just in case, be a pet class, or spec yourself with some crowd control abilities to get mobs off of your back while you're trying to capture. Immunities that prevent you from being hit, like Divine Shield, will let you click on souls as well. Once again though, a group would be your most efficient method of farming. They can be an extra set of eyes to locate souls for you and then distract mobs when you get close. So in the long run, this reputation isn't so bad. It's just a lot of hunting around and clicking. Of course, your mileage will vary, but I do wish you the best of luck whether you're making cauldrons, your trinkets, or you just want to make that cash money. I hope this guide was useful, and if so, please like the video and subscribe for more of this and all things Warcraft. We'll see you next time. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.